People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
This is a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation. Queen Bee Radio proudly brings you Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports. Presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. And sponsored by Ayers Furniture, Bytech Resource Management, Claire Bank, Fuller's Milker Center, Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Platteville, Les Mack, Northland Buildings, Reeves Wealth Management, Raleigh Cheese House, Russell Law Offices, The Shoebox, Tricor Insurance, West End Salvage, Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Sloan Implements, Sups, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Gary's Pest Control, TriStar Pallets and TriStar Mulch, Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware Do It Best, Baus Electric, Cuba City Collision and Repair, Laley Center Monroe, H&N Plumbing, Heating and Electrical, Community First Bank, Grant Regional Health Center, Sullivan Auctioneers, Big Iron Realty, Lancaster Dental Associates, Millie's Diner, Pink's Automotive, Good Knees Garage, Point and Flush Sportsman's Club, Rosemeyer Management Group, Breckler Insurance, McNett Electric, Mound City Bank, Ready Feed and Grain LLC, Southwest Health, and WCC Brands.
Good evening and welcome to Lancaster High School on this Tuesday night. It's frigid outside, but the gym is going to be jam-packed and hot as the Lancaster Flying Arrows host the Fennimore Golden Eagles in non-conference girls basketball on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. This is our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school girls basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel is powered by H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Laley Center Monroe. From the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth, I'm Tyler Dictanis, welcoming you to our Raleigh Cheese pregame show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. Number of games in Southwest Wisconsin getting started a little bit earlier than we anticipated. this evening with the winter weather heading in overnight. So we had a half of a JV game that just wrapped up, and we're going to get the varsity action going in about 15 minutes or so. As this is a fun matchup between two teams that are having very good seasons. Lancaster on the season 14-1 overall. They are undefeated in the SWC with a perfect 5-0 record, coming off a very big overtime win against Platteville on Thursday night. And then another victory against North Crawford last night, 89-7. Everything trending the Arrows' direction heading into this matchup with Fennimore. Fennimore coming off a loss to Cuba City, 68-34 on Friday night. Kylie Cole had 11 points for the Golden Eagles in that contest, and this is game 2 of a very brutal 4-game stretch for the Golden Eagles. Again, that loss to Cuba City on Friday, taking on Lancaster tonight, and then on Thursday, they will take on Mineral Point in a rematch of the game that Fennimore won earlier in the season, 45-42. And then Fennimore will try to avenge a loss at Darlington on January 27th. So it should be a very intriguing rest of the way for the Fennimore Golden Eagles. And they have a tough test tonight with the Lancaster Flying Arrows. We'll see how it plays out here this evening. On our Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox of Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Big time matchup in high school wrestling in the state of Wisconsin. Mineral Point is hosting La Crosse Aquinas. Rob Spangler and Chase Hestatoon have the call of that on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And in Swall boys basketball tonight, a matchup of top 10 ranked teams. Southwestern is at Darlington. Again, that's on Super Hits 106 and superhits106.com. But coming up next on our Raleigh Cheese pregame show from Lancaster, we'll talk with both head coaches. Had a chance to catch up with Courtney Feller of Lancaster and Ben Wood of Fennimore. I asked each coach about the players on the Russell office's injury report. If you've been injured, contact Russell offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. We will also get you the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineups, the Cuba City Family Dental colors of the game, and the opening tip between Fennimore and Lancaster in non-conference girls basketball. The Raleigh Cheese pregame show continues after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 1. Contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
If it's a double 50 or double 4 parlor you milk, see Fuller's Milker Center, your Kia dealer. Fuller's offers a complete line of high technology solutions to make your dairy a model of efficiency with state-of-the-art milking systems, revolutionary milking units, and the latest in udder prep and post-dipping systems with the best in automated animal monitoring. No matter how many cows you milk, you can rely on Fuller's Milker Center, LLC in Lancaster and Richland Center to keep your operation at peak efficiency.
Fuller's Milker Center.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpvl.com.
Don't miss Ice Fest at the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium on January 24th and 25th. From 10 a.m. until 2, come dressed for indoor and outdoor fun for the whole family, all included with general admission. Go for the gold with Winter Olympics-themed activities, enjoy history demonstrations, experience To the Moon, Snoopy Soars with NASA, and more. S'mores and hot chocolate are available for purchase. For a detailed list of activities, head to rivermuseum.org/events. Don't miss Ice Fest, January 24th and 25th, only at the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium.
Bag huge savings with Menards 15% off bag sale. Peak 50/50 antifreeze and coolant provides your vehicle with year-round protection, and it's compatible with all vehicles. Pick up a 1-gallon jug of Peak 50/50 antifreeze and coolant for $6.99 after you put it in the bag. Now through January 24th. Plus, get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag. See store for complete details.
Save big money at Menards.
Pregame 1.
Raleigh Cheese pregame show continues on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Non-conference girls basketball tonight with Fennimore taking on Lancaster. We're joined by Ben Wood, head coach of the Fennimore Golden Eagles. Coach, thanks for joining us. Coming off a loss on Friday that we got to see against Cuba City. We kind of mentioned it during pregame that Cuba City was probably hungry after that tough loss to Mineral Point earlier that week, but Cuba City got the win. You're still one game behind both Cuba City and Darlington in the SWAL standings, so you're still in striking distance to contend. But taking into account what happened on Friday night, what are your takeaways from Friday's game? What things have you been emphasizing with your team heading into another tough stretch of games coming up this week?
Yeah, you just got to take one game at a time. You know, I mean, I was talking to somebody about the boys' side of things and how kind of wonky things happen. And, you know, girls basketball, anything can happen any night. I think I told somebody I think we could beat any team in the state. I think we could probably lose to any team in the state. So I think it's one of those things where, you know, Cuba was ready. Kudos to them. I mean, they physically dominated us throughout the entire game. But you can learn from that. And I think what we learned is, you know, we can't do things halfway and get wins. We know tonight's going to be a great challenge. I mean, they're number 7 or 8 in the state in their division, which is a tough division. So we know that we're going to have to play solid basketball. We can't panic. They're going to try to run you down and run a trap all day long. And if things aren't going well, they're going to keep running it. So we just got to be ready. I think our takeaway is, you said it, we're in striking distance. Everything we want to accomplish is right ahead of us. Our regional sectional is favorable for us. And so just keep learning every game.
Yep, and you're in the middle of a tough stretch. You had Cuba City Friday, you got Lancaster tonight, Mineral Point coming up on Thursday, which we'll have, and then match up with Darlington, you know, another top team in the SWAL. So during this stretch of games, what are you hoping to learn about your team, and what things are you looking to, you know, improve on, you know, after a really strong start to the season?
Yeah, we just got to learn that, you know, basketball is the longest season there is, right? I mean, you know, we'd be done with volleyball right now. We'd be done, right? You know, even if we were in state, we'd probably be done. We'd be done with softball by now. So we just got to learn that this is a marathon. It is an absolute, this season is an emotional roller coaster. It's a physical roller coaster. And we got to learn that even though we're going to have some hiccups, we're going to have to be playing our best basketball when we get into February. And so each one of these games, especially tonight, this is just a great opportunity to get our confidence back, understand that we're playing a fantastic team, but let's stay in the game. Let's keep playing hard. And if we do end up losing, what can we learn from that? Because obviously we know Thursday is more important than tonight. Every game you want to win, but we know that if we can get Mineral Point again, which will be a tough game, that game Tuesday night in Darlington will be a big one for us. So everything we want, like I said earlier, is in striking distance. Tonight it's going to be show up, get that Friday game out of our head, and just play our game.
All right, Ben Wood with us on our Raleigh Chiefs pregame show. The Fennimore head coach getting ready for the matchup with Lancaster non-conference girls basketball tonight. The Russell office's injury report, things have been looking in good shape for Fennimore to this point. How are things looking for tonight's matchup against Lancaster?
We're healthy, and luckily we're out of finals. So that was the other thing about Friday. Not that it's any excuse to take away anything from Cuba, but you know, we had finals, we had girls off their schedule, and sometimes little things like that. So we're healthy, and I think we're ready to go.
All right, awesome. That's good to hear. And then looking ahead to Lancaster tonight, obviously another tough opponent, ranked in Division III, 14-1 start. They're coming off a blowout win last night against North Crawford. They seem to be firing on all cylinders. What stands out to you the most about this Lancaster team, and what does Fennimore have to do tonight?
Well, they have a freshman, Lexi Holmes. You know, I think Lexi's probably, you know, put herself in a position to do some pretty magical things here. And I'll tell you, I saw her play in AAU this summer, and I knew, you know, we all kind of knew she was coming up. But, you know, I think what it is, it's a challenge. It's a great team. They've built a great program here. I think their coach, Courtney, has done a great job. And I think, you know, it's going to be one of those things where we're going to compete with some of the best in the state. Lexi might be the best freshman in the state of Wisconsin. I mean, I don't think that's a far stretch. And so being able to compete against her and see if we can steal one from them, that's going to be fun.
All right, should be a great matchup. We're looking forward to it. Thanks so much for your time, Coach. Have some fun. Good luck tonight.
Yep, thank you.
All right, that's Ben Wood, head coach of the Fennimore Golden Eagles. We'll have more on the Raleigh Chiefs pregame show after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 2.
Hello, Ben here from Darlington Family Dental. Your smile is as important to us as it is to you. Give us a call and schedule a consultation to figure out if clear aligners might be right for you. The consultation is free. Zero interest financing is available. This solution for your smile might be more cost-effective than you think. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Here's a tale of Tina searching up and down for decent GLP-1s, but got spun around.
Till Good RX wrote in, hey, we got something new. GLP-1 prescriptions, all FDA approved.
Brand name meds, no flags that are red.
Clear pricing from the start. None of those hidden fees in your cart.
Delivered to your door or pick up same day. Darn tootin'.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
I put it to goodrx.com/weight loss. GoodRx is not insurance.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Lucky Larry's Landscaping, Larry! Larry saved his business money with a quick commercial auto quote from Progressive. Does it help he's his own marketing manager, accountant, executive assistant, and never been late? Technically, yes, but saving really put him over the edge. So, Larry, give Larry a round of applause. Be your own Larry. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. My training helps me at work when I lead by example. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
Pregame 2.
Raleigh Chiefs pregame show continues on X1071 on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Fennimore and Lancaster squaring off in non-conference girls basketball tonight. We're joined by Lancaster head coach Courtney Feller. Coach, thanks for joining us. Looking at the team's season to this point, a 14-1 record. Obviously, no complaints on that front. And coming off a big win against Platteville last week Thursday, and then another win last night against North Crawford in blowout fashion, taking on a very tough Fennimore squad coming up tonight. Talk about the things that have been going right for the Lancaster Flying Arrows girls basketball program over the last few games.
Yeah, like you said, a great season so far. One thing we're just really proud of is, I think the girls have taken kind of that next step. We know we have good athletes and good basketball players, but I think we're kind of really developing a good team, and they just play really well together, really unselfishly. So I'm just really proud of the strides we've taken this season.
Yep. When Lancaster's playing well, what have really been the strengths of the team? And then looking forward, what are the things that you're continuing to improve on as the season goes along?
I mean, we often say our defense creates our offense. We force a lot of turnovers that usually turn into transition points for us. So I say when we're playing our best, it's because we've got lots of transition going on. But then also we're kind of having the girls really kind of decide when it's time to be patient and when it's time to push. And I think when we played teams like Platteville the other night, they had to kind of be a little more patient than they're used to and close out a basketball game. So again, I think we just kind of took that next step.
All right, Courtney Feller with us in our Raleigh Chiefs pregame show. The Lancaster head coach getting ready for the matchup against Fennimore tonight. The Russell office's injury report, if it's not injuries, there's different illnesses and stuff that are going around the school districts this time of the year. That's always expected, though. How's your team fared on the health front, and are there any injuries or illnesses that will impact tonight's game?
I mean, like you said, it's kind of that time of year. We got some girls with the sniffles, and then we do have Maddie Burr is not playing tonight. She's going to rest a little bit. Nothing too serious. We're looking forward to getting her back later this week.
All right, excellent. That's good to hear. And then the matchup against Fennimore, obviously they're off to an outstanding start. They're 11-5, coming off a tough loss against Cuba City, but very tough SWAL conference, and they're contenders in that top four, competing for that spot. What stands out to you the most about this Fennimore Golden Eagles team? What does Lancaster have to do tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we know Fennimore is well coached. They've got some really great athletes and basketball players. So I guess our goal tonight is kind of just to do the little things right and kind of out hustle, win those loose balls, things like that. And just try to shut them down the best we can.
All right, should be a great matchup. We're looking forward to it. Thanks so much for your time, Coach. Have some fun. Good luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's Courtney Feller, head coach of the Lancaster Flying Arrows. We'll have more in the Raleigh Chiefs pregame show after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 3.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Having chronic knee pain shouldn't mean giving up the things you enjoy. Grant Regional Health Center's orthopedic team now offers the latest technology with robotic-assisted knee replacement surgery. This significant advancement combines the expertise of our surgical team with the precise accuracy of robotic technology. Innovative surgery, compassionate care, right in Lancaster. Learn more at grantregional.com/knee or call us at 608-723-2131. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
Pregame 3.
Wrapping up the Raleigh Chiefs pregame show from Lancaster High School, getting ready for non-conference girls basketball tonight with the Lancaster Flying Arrows hosting the Fennimore Golden Eagles. We'll get to the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineups in just a little bit, as well as the Cuba City Family Dental colors of the game. Our game tonight brought to you by Rural Mutual Agents, John Raggets and Deneen Dahl with Raggets and Dahl Insurance Group, tackling all of your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them at their office in Lancaster. By Community First Bank, free in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. By McNett Electric in Belmont, they can assist with all of your electrical needs, whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call and ready to help you. McNett Electric in Belmont. We will now step aside for tonight's national anthem from Lancaster High School.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were flying, the bolts bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well done. Tonight's national anthem from Lancaster. Ahead of our tip between Lancaster and Fennimore in non-conference girls basketball on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Let's set up the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineup. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. For the visiting Fennimore Golden Eagles, 11-5 on the season, 5-1 in the Southwest Wisconsin Activities League. The starting lineup for Fennimore goes like this: a 5'6" junior, number 1, Briley Zink; a 5'9" senior, number 4, Peyton Lindowski; a 5'10" junior, number 5, Kylie Cole; a 5'8" junior, number 11, Kate Kenny; and rounding out the starting lineup for Fennimore, a 5'10" junior, number 12, Brooklyn Ritchie. Fennimore is coached by Ben Wood, and he is assisted by Ryan Rosemeyer and Wesley Fry. And for the home team, the Lancaster Flying Arrows, the number 9 ranked team in Division III. 14-1 overall, 5-0 in the SWC. Their starting lineup goes like this: a 6-foot sophomore, number 3, Maddie Driscoll; a 5'10" freshman, number 4, Lexi Olmstead; a 5'7" sophomore, number 10, Brooklyn Krubel; a 5'6" senior, number 14, Kylie Olmstead. And rounding out the starting lineup for Lancaster, a 5'9" junior, number 52, Addison Morgan. The head coach for the Lancaster Flying Arrows is Courtney Feller, and she is assisted by Missy Spurley, Rick Place, and Rob Krubel. Those are the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineups. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. Standing in the center circle for Lancaster is Maddie Driscoll. And I believe that's number 12, Brooklyn Ritchie at center court for Fennimore. Ball is tipped, and Peyton Landowski tracks down the ball for Fennimore. The Golden Eagles working from right to left. As we see it from the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth, and as you see it on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, as the ball's lost and stolen away in the backcourt. Ayers push it down the floor. Lexi Olmstead under the basket, turns around. Her shot bounces off the back iron, no good. Scramble for the rebound, left side of the paint. And the ball is collected by Brooklyn Krubel. And now a tie-up with it right on top of the Arrows logo on the far side of the floor, and the alternate possession will give it to the Arrows. We are just under 30 seconds into the game, still scoreless. Our colors of the game brought to you by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Lancaster in the home white Air Jordan uniforms with Lancaster written across the chest in blue with blue numbers and some blue and gold trim. The visiting Fennimore Golden Eagles in the road Air Jordan jerseys with Eagles written across the chest in gold with gold numbers and gold stripes down each side of the uniform. Fennimore in possession of the ball on the right side of the paint. Loose ball and a held ball called. The ball will stay with Fennimore. 17:07 to play in the first half. We are still scoreless, just underway here at Lancaster High School. Okay, Kenny with the inbound pass finds Brooklyn Ritchie in the left corner, skips it out to the top. Catch and shoot 3 for Briley Zink. Off the back iron, no. And the rebound collected by Lexi Olmstead of Lancaster. Bringing it down the floor quickly. Stop and pop jumper right side of the paint, and that one rattles in. Lexi Olmstead averaging almost 25 points per game. Gets her first 2 right there. Arrows are on the board first. 2-0, 16:45 left in the first half. Okay, Kenny gives off to Briley Zink, now swings it over to the top, now left wing to Peyton Landowski. Landowski with a cross-court pass to Briley Zink. Zink is double team, finds Kate Kenny, catch and shoot 3. Off the back iron, no. Lexi Olmstead with the rebound for Lancaster. Ball pushed ahead, and a layup is missed by Brooklyn Krubel. And Kylie Cole clears the ball for Fennimore. Lancaster 2, Fennimore nothing. 16:15 to play in the opening half. Ball out over to Kylie Cole in the right corner. She ends up being double-teamed. Ball deflected and stolen away by the Arrows. Lexi Olmstead, 1-on-3 back the other way, trying to lay it in, and deposits 2. 4-0, Arrows on top. Lancaster applying pressure in the backcourt, but Briley Zink able to bring it across the timeline. Finds Kylie Cole, catch and shoot 3, and knocks it down for the right corner. Kylie Cole with the 3-pointer. That's her 8th of the season, and Fennimore's on the board. 4-3. Lancaster on top. 15:40 to play in the opening half. Kylie Olmstead on the high left gives out to the top. Now swung over to the high right side to Brooklyn Krubel. Krubel with the ball over her head, gives out to Lexi Olmstead on the left wing. Now finds Addison Morgan on the right side, being guarded by Peyton Landowski. Gives back to Lexi Olmstead on the left. Now feeding Krubel down low, back out to the left corner to Maddie Driscoll. Arrows taking their time, just working the ball around the arc. Lancaster 4, Fennimore 3, 15:05 remaining. Now Driscoll deciding to drive in, kicks it back out. Catch and shoot 3 on the left wing. The ball spit back out, and Brooklyn Ritchie pulls down the board for Fennimore. Claire Bank with their 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin, a sponsor of tonight's game. Briley Zink in the left corner. She ends up being double-teamed by Morgan and Lexi Olmstead, but finds Brooklyn Ritchie to get out of the double team. Now floater towards the basket, and depositing it in is Kate Kenny. Fennimore with its first lead of the game, 5-4, 14.5 minutes to play in the first half. Maddie Driscoll gives off to the top to Brooklyn Krubel between the rings. Krubel gives to Lexi Olmstead on the high left. And the triple threat now skips it over to the high right side to Kylie Olmstead. So finds Addison Morgan on the high left. Overhead pass down low. Now to the left corner. Lexi Olmstead loading up for 3 in the corner. Overshoots the rim. Kylie Olmstead saves it from going out of bounds. And they're going to say that Addison Morgan had her foot out of bounds on the near sideline. Lancaster turns the ball over. Fennimore 5, Lancaster 4, 13:58 to play in the first half. Wood Law Office serving you in Fennimore and Basketball for all your legal matters. Wood Law Office in Fennimore and Basketball. Brooklyn Ritchie in the lane, kicks it out to Riley Zink. Now Kylie Cole, pump fakes on the right corner, gives out to the top to Brooklyn Ritchie. She fires for three, off the front of the rim, no good. And the rebound collected by Brooklyn Krubel of Lancaster. Arrows back down the floor quickly. Addison Morgan was under the basket, trying to throw it back to the left wing, but it's deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Arrows. And Fennimore will take possession, leading 5-4 with 13:34 remaining in the first half. Rural Mutual agents John Regetz and Deneen Dahl with Regetz Dahl Insurance Group, tackling all of your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them at their office in Lancaster. Peyton Landowski in the left elbow is double team, finds Kate Kenny on the high right side. Down to Briley Zink. Zink trying to dribble out of a double team, gives it out to the top. Kylie Cole loading up for three, knocks it down. They're going to say it's a long two. Giving Kylie Cole 5 points on the game. Shot missed by Lancaster back the other way. Just over 13 minutes to go in the first half. Fennimore 7, Lancaster 4. Okay, Kenny walks it across center court right on top of the L. At the center court stripe, exchanges passes with Brooklyn Ritchie. Ritchie gets it right back on the left wing. Dribbles into a double team left side of the paint, finds Landowski. She loads up for three, and she banks it in from the left wing. Peyton Landowski with her 12th three-pointer of the season. Fennimore out to a 6-point lead, 10-4 with 12:37 left, and a layup back the other way for Lancaster as Brooklyn Krewell gets her first points of the game. Fennimore 10, Lancaster 6, 12.5 minutes to go in the opening half, and the ball stolen away from behind. Maddie Driscoll ripped the ball out of Peyton Landowski's hands and bring it back down the floor quickly. Catch and shoot three for Lexi Olmstead on the right corner. That's off the back iron, no good. Brooklyn Ritchie with the rebound. And Ritchie trying to dribble out of a double team, cutting towards the basket, puts up a shot. It's no good, but a foul against Lancaster. Going to whistle up Kylie Olmstead for her first personal. Team foul number 1, first foul of the game, and free throws coming up for Brooklyn Ritchie, averaging 10 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 66% at the free throw line, and swishes the first attempt on this trip. Brooklyn Ritchie now the 4th different score for Fennimore in this first half, 11-6 the score with 12:09 to go in the first half. Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC. Ritchie misses the second free throw off the front of the rim. Lancaster comes away with the rebound. Still a 5-point lead for the Golden Eagles with 12 minutes to go in the opening half. Maddie Driscoll holding the ball on the high left side. Gives off to the top to number 24, Vanessa Eim, who just checked in for the Arrows. Eim gets it right back after exchanging passes with Addison Morgan. Now ball fed down low to Morgan, and her shot is swatted from behind by Campbell Fitzgerald. And the ball touched the baseline, and they're going to say Fennimore was last to touch it, so Lancaster inbounding baseline right side. Inbound pass is lobbed in to Kylie Olmstead. Now feeds Addison Morgan on the right side, and they're going to say Morgan traveled. Kind of hard to see what it was exactly. I'm guessing that she dragged her pivot foot, and it will be Fennimore ball off the Lancaster travel. 11-6. Fennimore leading Lancaster as Kate Kenny collects the ball on the high right side. Now to the top to Ritchie, finds Bradley Zink in the left corner. Zink dribbles into a triple team, trying to pass to somebody, and it's deflected and stolen away by Maddie Driscoll. And a quick foul against Fennimore. Foul goes against Kate Kenny. That's her first personal. Team foul number 1 on the Golden Eagles. Fennimore 11, Lancaster 6, 11:20 to play in the first half. Claire Bank with their 8 convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin. Katie Murphy in the game for Lancaster, holding the ball on the high right side. Takes a couple dribbles, hands off to Vanessa Eim. Now ball swung over to the high left to Maddie Driscoll. Driscoll now with a yo-yo dribble with her right hand. Gives off to Olmstead. Olmstead being guarded by Brooklyn Ritchie. Gives off to the top to Eim. Vanessa Eim looking down low. Now just going to give off to the high right side to Addison Morgan. Morgan to the top. Katie Murphy catching, shoot, three, knocks it down. Katie Murphy with a three-pointer off the bench, and it's a 2-point ball game, 11-9. Fennimore in the lead, and a layup is good. Count the bucket and the foul for Campbell Fitzgerald. Campbell Fitzgerald averaging 6 points per game and 7 rebounds. She's a 40% free throw shooter, trying to extend the Fennimore lead back to 5. And the free throw bounces off the back iron, no good. Rebound collected by the Arrows. 10.5 minutes to go in the opening half, and a layup is missed. Second chance, no good. Third time the charm, though, for Maddie Driscoll. Maddie Driscoll averaging 7 points per game, gets her first two, and it's 13-11. Fennimore leading Lancaster, just over 10 minutes to go in the first half. Along the baseline, Fitzgerald puts up a floater, rolls off the side of the rim, and a loose ball on the far side of the floor, and the Arrows collected, even though there was a lot of contact on the far side of the floor. Addison Morgan with a pull-up jumper just off the free throw line, bricks it off the left side of the iron, and a foul on the rebound. 9:54 to play in the first half. And they're going to say it's on Lancaster. It'll be the first personal on Katie Murphy. But Lancaster keeps the ball. Inbound pass gets in. Actually, Katie Murphy had the foul on the free throw for Fennimore, and a layup is good, and the foul for Maddie Driscoll. Foul goes against Briley Zink. And the free throw's knocked down for Driscoll. Driscoll now with 5 points, and Lancaster now in front, 14-13 with 9:45 to go in the opening half. And the pass is deflected in the backcourt by Olmstead, but able to push it ahead are the Golden Eagles. Ritchie in the lane, puts up a shot, and the shot will count, and the foul, another and one opportunity for Fennimore. Brooklyn Ritchie gets her first field goal. She's 1 of 2 at the free throw line so far tonight. The first foul called against Vanessa Eim. 13 foul at the half on the Arrows as Ritchie loads up for the free throw. And Ritchie knocks it in. 4 points for Brooklyn Ritchie, 2-point lead for Fennimore, 16-14 with under 9.5 minutes to go in the first half. Off the top, now swung over to the high right side to Kylie Olmstead. Olmstead gives off to the top to number 3, Maddie Driscoll. Driscoll finds Eim, catch and shoot 3. That one rattles out, no good. Volleyball for the rebound. It's collected by Murphy. Murphy driving towards the basket. Her layup's too strong off the backboard. And Brooklyn Ritchie pulls down the rebound for Fennimore. 9 minutes to go in the first half, 16-14. Fennimore leading Lancaster non-conference girls basketball on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Fennimore trying to get past this 1-3-1 being applied by Lancaster. As Cable Fitzgerald trying to lay it in, that one off target. Rebound pulled down by Kylie Olmstead. Olmstead pushes ahead to Murphy, turns around, puts up a 3 and hits it from the right corner. Katie Murphy with her second three-pointer of the game. She's got 6 in total, and that puts Lancaster in front, 17-16 with 8:25 to go. Kenny finds Kimball Fitzgerald on the left corner. Shot put up by Kylie Cole. Left side of the basket, no good. Tie up on the rebound, and the possession arrow pointing to Fennimore. So the Golden Eagles will keep it with 8:15 to go in the first half. 17-16, Lancaster in front. McNett Electric and Belmont can assist with all of your electrical needs, whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential. McNett Electric is on call, ready to help you. McNett Electric in Belmont. Brooklyn Ritchie misses the bunny shot off the front of the rim, and the rebound collected by Lancaster. Arrows put up a shot as Murphy misses the shot on the right side of the paint, and Ritchie with the rebound for Fennimore. Riley Zink with the ball over her head, standing on the Flying Arrows logo on the near side of the front court. Ball skipped over to the left side. Now Kylie Cole with it. The passing a lot more crisper, and just as I say that, Lancaster comes away with a steal. Fennimore had a very difficult time passing against Cuba City on Friday night, and this shot is made by Kylie Olmstead in the right side of the paint. Lancaster with its biggest lead of the first half, 19-16 with 7:20 to go in the first half. And Kate Kenny trying to give it to Brooklyn Ritchie. Ritchie didn't have her head turned, wasn't expecting the pass, and the Eagles will turn it over with 7:17 to go in the first half. Basketball tonight brought to you by Southwest Health. With over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. Shot missed by number 10, Brooklyn Krubel, and the rebound collected by Fennimore. 7 minutes to play in the first half. 19-16. Lancaster in front. Ball at the top to Kate Kenny. Finds Riley Zink in the left corner, and Zink gets tripped up, and they're going to say a block on the arrows, and I believe this is against Katie Murphy, and that will be her first. Scratch that. That's her second. Now things are correct in my scorebook. 6:53 to go. Kate Kenny inbounding baseline left side. Rainbows it to the right wing to Brooklyn Ritchie, finding Campbell Fitzgerald in the right corner. Down low to Kenny, now back up to the top to Ritchie. Ritchie driving in, puts up a floater, and that one rattles in for 2. 6 points for Brooklyn Ritchie. Cuts the deficit down to 1, 19-18. Lancaster on top. Lexi Olmstead on the high right, gives off to the top to Brooklyn Krubel. Krubel gets it right back after exchanging passes with Kylie Olmstead, and Olmstead loading up for 3. That one spit back out, and Brooklyn Ritchie wrestles down the rebound for Fennimore. Brooklyn Ritchie finds Kylie Cole in the left corner, gives right back to Ritchie on the high left. Trying to throw it down low to Campbell Fitzgerald. It's deflected, but recovered in the right corner by Kate Kenny. Now swung over to the left corner. Kylie Cole loading up for 3, bouncing off the back iron, no good. Campbell Fitzgerald wrestles away the offensive rebound for Fennimore. Switches to the left hand, cutting towards the basket. Shot blocked from behind. And Lancaster came away with the rebound, but she got tripped up from behind. Did Addison Morgan in a push called against Campbell Fitzgerald. That'll be the first on her. Team foul number 3 of the half for Fennimore. 5:49 to play in the first half. Lancaster leading 19-18. Laley Center Monroe, call your local dairy automation specialist Jordan Wilson at Laley Center Monroe as Lexi Olmstead puts up a shot. It ricochets off the bottom of the backboard, but she got fouled and will go to the line. Foul goes against Brooklyn Ritchie. That'll be her first. And Lexi Olmstead at the free throw line. Lexi Olmstead with 4 points on the game so far. And the first free throw rattles in. Lexi Olmstead for the freshman, an outstanding season to this point, over 25 points per game, 6.5 rebounds and 6.5 assists as a 30-second timeout taken by Fennimore with 5:41 to go. Lancaster leading 20-18. Olmstead with the second free throw coming up after the timeout. That'll give us a chance to tell you that our game is brought to you by Grant Regional Health Center's Ortho Team. Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. By Edward Jones Result Management in Platteville and by Arter Brothers Creamery in Boscobel. Century 21 affiliated in Boscobel. See Bobby Joe, Hans Allison, or Richard for all your real estate needs. Century 21 in Boscobel. Anytime Roofing, visit anytimeroofingwi.com to see how Anytime Roofing can help you with your next roofing or siding project. Lexi Olmstead back at the free throw line, as I said, averaging almost 25 points per game, 6.5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 7 steals per game. She's a 65% free throw shooter, and she misses the second attempt. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Fennimore ball with 5:39 to go in the first half. It's Lancaster 20, Fennimore 18. The Melby Funeral Home and Crematory in Platteville offers a history of caring and understands that each family is unique and will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt, Laura, and Melby at the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory of Platteville. Campbell Fitzgerald with the ball in the left corner, trying to throw it back to Ritchie, but it goes over her head, and Olmstead recovers the ball for Lancaster. Under the basket, her shot rolls off the side of the rim, no good. Ball poked out of bounds, last touch by the Arrows, and Fennimore gets it right back. Fennimore in possession of the ball, trailing by 2 with 5:19 to go in the first half. West End Salvage of Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Cranston, the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction and demolition waste too. West End Salvage of Lancaster. Campbell Fitzgerald on the high, or in the left corner, I should say. Ball skipped into Kylie Cole, and they're going to say Cole stepped out of bounds on the baseline. So Fennimore with the turnover. Lancaster takes possession with 5:04 to go, leading by 2. Herbst's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington, and Herbst's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Herbst's for the perfect paint for your next project. Herbst's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Also by Russell offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. Lexi Olmstead gives to Kylie Olmstead on the high left. Now a ball at the top. To Lexi, giving off to Kylie. Kylie putting up a floater, bouncing out the back iron, no good. Lexi trying to clean it up. Shot's no good, but a foul against Fennimore. Stops the clock with 4:48 to go in the first half. Lancaster leading by 2. Second foul called against Campbell Fitzgerald. Team foul number 5 on the Golden Eagles. Olmsted back at the line. And Olmsted misses the first free throw on this trip. She's now 1 of 3. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros at Brian's gets the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. Second free throw is knocked down by Olmsted. Lexi Olmsted with 6 points on the game for the Arrows. 21-18, the new score. Arrows in front. And a skip pass is going to be kicked by Olmsted. It'll stay with Fennimore. Briley Zink will throw it in right in front of the scores table. Throws it into the backcourt to Kate Kenny. Kate Kenny brings it across center court again on the far side of the floor. Briley Zink with it on the left wing. Now Lendowski left corner. Loading up for 3. That one, toilet bowls out. How did that one not fall? Rebound collected by the Flying Arrows. Addison Morgan on the high right side. Driving in on Lendowski. Trying to lay it in and gets it to go down. Addison Morgan with a teardrop layup. 23-18. 4:10 to play in the first half. Lancaster in front. Fennimore trying to navigate the 1-3-1 again. Riley Zink gives off to Peyton Lendowski in the left corner. Back to Zink on the left wing. Zink skips it back to Lendowski. Feeding Kylie Cole down low, and a foul on the floor against the Arrows. It'll be a foul against Addison Morgan. Both teams now with 5 team fouls. Clock is stopped with 3:55 to play in the first half. 23-18, Lancaster on top. Brooklyn Ritchie gets the inbound pass, driving towards the basket, puts up a shot off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Maddie Driscoll. Driscoll brings it back down the floor for the Arrows. To the left side of the paint, gives off to Lexi Olmsted. Olmsted, pull up floater off the side of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound for Vanessa Eim, and the putback is good. Vanessa Eim with her first points of the game, averaging almost 5 points per contest. Gets her first 2 right there, 25-18. Lancaster in front. Lancaster with its biggest lead of the game so far. Hey, Kenny on the left wing. Pull up jumper left side of the paint, trying to bank it in. Shots off target. Kylie Cole with the offensive putback. Kylie Cole with a big first half for Fennimore. 7 points for her so far. 25-20. Lancaster in front. On the high left to Kylie Olmsted. Olmsted gives off to the top to Brooklyn Krubel. Skips it right back to Maddie Driscoll. Driscoll, she'll pull up for 3. That one bouncing off the back iron. Kate Kenny pulls down the rebound and gets a hand check foul from behind against Lancaster. Addison Morgan checking back into the game for the Arrows. That will send Vanessa Eim to the bench. It's the second personal on Kylie Olmsted. Team foul number 6. One more foul will put Fennimore at the line for 1-1. The rest of the first half, and the ball is stolen away by the Arrows. Kylie Olmsted gives off to the high left to Maddie Driscoll. Now to Addison Morgan at the top. Kylie Olmsted on the high right side, holding the ball, looking for someone to pass to. Finds Driscoll at the top of the arc. Ball fed down low, now back out to Addison Morgan. Morgan lost the handle as she was driving towards the basket, and they're going to say she got fouled from behind. I believe this is against Briley Zink, and that'll be her second personal. Team foul number 6 on the Golden Eagles. Lancaster keeps the ball. Arrows inbounding baseline left side. 2:21 to go in the first half. 25-20, Lancaster in front. Pull up 3 on the right wing. Overshooting the rim was Brooklyn Krubel. And Ritchie tracks down the rebound as a collision between teammates, between Driscoll and Lexi Olmsted. It was a little messy there, but there was a foul on the front court. And that'll be the second personal on Addison Morgan. So a 1-on-1 coming up for Brooklyn Ritchie. Ritchie with her another trip to the free throw line. She's 2 of 3 so far tonight. Ritchie with 6 points. And Ritchie can't get the free throw to go. Rebound collected by the Golden Eagles. Kylie Cole loading up for three. Her shot's deflected. Ricochets off the side of the backboard, and the Arrows come away with the rebound. Arrows push it down the floor as Driscoll tried to connect with Vanessa Eim, who quickly checked back into the game for the Arrows. Lancaster said it was off a Fennimore player, but it will be Fennimore ball with 1:55 to go in the first half and a full timeout taken. Again, Lancaster leading 25-20. It's a Lancaster timeout. We'll spend it 1:55 remaining in the first half. Back after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game one.
This is Ben Baker, owner of Tri-State Roofing, LLC. Did you know we can take care of your roofing projects during the winter months? Tri-State Roofing uses reliable, long-lasting products that can be effectively applied in harsh winter temperatures. See our team for ice dam removal, gutter cleaning, and heat tape installation. Tri-State Roofing is fully insured, and we offer free estimates. Call Tri-State Roofing to fix your winter roofing issues.
Tricor Insurance works with leading insurance carriers like Auto Owners Insurance to provide honest and reliable service when you need it most.
For one, I want them to know that they're not alone. They know that no matter what happens when it comes up, that they can count on us to assist them through that process, whatever it may be.
Tricor and Auto Owners Insurance for your home, auto, and more. Visit TricorInsurance.com to find an agent near you.
In game one.
A minute 47 left until the McNutt Electric halftime report. Lancaster with a 25-20 lead as the ball is deflected and stolen away by the Arrows, and Lexi Olmstead will lay it in on the breakaway layup. Lexi Olmstead with 8 points on the game for the Arrows. Arrows now in front by 7, 27-20, under 90 seconds left until halftime. Kate Kenny loading up for three. That one off the rim, then off the backboard and into the hands of Maddie Driscoll of Lancaster. Ball fed down low, but stolen away by Kylie Cole. Fennimore trying to slow it down as they bring it across center court. Kate Kenny brings it into the front court, tosses to the high right side to Brooklyn Ritchie. Ritchie gives off to the high left to Catherine Nelson, who checked in during that timeout. Ball lobbed into Lindowski. Lindowski under the basket. Shot put up no good. Second chance. Ball given out to the top. Catch and shoot three for Ritchie. Ricochets off the right side of the rim. It's going to go out of bounds on the far sideline. And it will be Lancaster ball with 48.2 seconds remaining in the first half. Lancaster leading 27-20. Breckler Insurance Group, for all your insurance needs. See Steve Lindowski at Breckler Insurance in Fennimore. Breckler Insurance, serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. Lexi Olmstead holding the ball on the high left side. 36 seconds left in the first half. Looks like gets it right back after exchanging passes with Brooklyn Krubel. Krubel now with it on the high right. Overhead pass to Vanessa Eim in the left corner. 20 seconds left. Arrows give off to Nora Nemitz just off the right side of the point. Now back to Driscoll. Looks like the Arrows are going to hold for one final shot. 10 seconds left. Lexi Olmstead dribbles to the free throw line. Now out to the top. Nora Nemitz giving off to Driscoll. 4 seconds left. Driscoll giving back. Krubel loading up for a long distance three. Tried to bank it in. It's no good, but we go to halftime with the score. Lancaster 27, Fennimore 20. Our game tonight brought to you by WCC Brands Custom Apparel and Kieler and at WCC-brands.com. Cole Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City and at ColeAcresGolfandGrill.com. And Applied Micro, your computer networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and AppliedMicro.biz. Coming up next, we will have the McNutt Electric halftime report. We'll do a quick check on the shoebox scoreboard, tally up the first half stats of our game here in Lancaster, and preview what we have coming up later on this week on our Queen Bee Radio family of stations. The McNutt Electric halftime report coming your way next on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game two.
Steve Schmidt Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton has unique team treasures. They have over 25,000 signed sports cards, plus autographed photos, bobbleheads, caps, signed baseballs, and more. That's Steve Schmidt Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton.
Contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
Don't miss Ice Fest at the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium on January 24th and 25th. From 10 a.m. until 2, come dressed for indoor and outdoor fun for the whole family, all included with general admission. Go for the gold with Winter Olympics-themed activities, enjoy history demonstrations, experience To the Moon, Snoopy Soars with NASA, and more. S'mores and hot chocolate are available for purchase. For a detailed list of activities, head to rivermuseum.org/events. Don't miss Ice Fest, January 24th and 25th, only at the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium.
In Game 2.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school girls basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on X1071 of the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Our halftime score, 27-20. Lancaster leading Fennimore non-conference girls basketball tonight. Looking at the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. On 97.7 Country WGLR, this went final. La Crosse Aquinas beats Mineral Point in wrestling, 35-26. And coming up soon, if it hasn't started already, on Super Hits 106, a big-time matchup in the Swall as Southwestern takes on Darlington. John Satterley with the call of that on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports, or on superhits106.com. No YouTube stream for that game tonight, unfortunately. Other scores we can tell you about. This is a final in boys basketball. Belmont defeating Potosi Cassville 51-38. Schellsburg beats Albany 65-50. And those are all the updates that we see at the moment on the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Take another timeout. We'll come back with the first half stats of our game here at Lancaster. Again, the Arrows lead the Fennimore Golden Eagles in non-conference girls basketball 27-20. More on our McNutt Electric halftime report after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 3.
Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese, wishing all area athletes successful seasons. Cheese is a great source of protein for school lunches or a snack before the big game. Stop in and try some of our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We have fresh cheese curds weekly and a wide variety of snacks and beverages, plus made-to-order cheese trays. Shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Schellsburg.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
In Game 3.
Our McNutt Electric halftime report brought to you by McNutt Electric. For all your electrical needs, call McNutt Electric in Belmont. The halftime score, Lancaster 27, Fennimore 20 in non-conference girls basketball on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Tyler Dictanos with you with the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. Ayers Furniture in downtown Ridgeway for free delivery on heirloom quality furniture for every room in your home. For what's sure to be the best seat in your house, be sure to visit Ayers Furniture and AyersFurniture.com. Recapping the first half, it was a pretty back and forth first half for the most part until Lancaster was able to pile on some points and stretch their lead to 7 points. That's the biggest lead of the game for the Arrows at the halftime break. As Lancaster's forced a couple more turnovers that have led to a couple easy buckets to help give the Arrows the lead. Looking at the individual scoring for both teams, the Arrows are led by Lexi Olmstead with 8 points in that first half. Then Katie Murphy with 2 3-pointers off the bench. She's got 6. 5 points for Maddie Driscoll. And 2 points apiece for Brooklyn Krubel, Kylie Olmstead, Vanessa Eim, and Addison Morgan. Nora Nemeth saw action late in the first half but did not score for the Arrows. As a team, Lancaster was 3 of 5 from the free throw line, and they had 2 3-pointers in that first half, both of them coming from Katie Murphy. On the Fennimore side, they are led by Kylie Cole with 7 first-half points. 6 points for Brooklyn Ritchie. 3 points for Peyton Landowski. Campbell Fitzgerald had a 2-point field goal in that first half. And that accounts for all the points for Fennimore in that first half. Riley Zink started and did not score. And Catherine Nelson saw action in the first half but did not score for the Golden Eagles. As a team, Fennimore is 2 of 5 from the free throw line, and they have 2 3-point makes in the first half. So the free throws and the three-pointers are fairly even, but the Arrows have forced a couple more turnovers that have led to easy buckets to give the Arrows the lead at the half, 27-20. We'll take another timeout. We'll preview what we have coming up later on this week on our Queen Bee Radio family of stations and high school sports as our McNett Electric halftime report continues on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 4.
This is Mike Phillips, president of Mound City Bank. For over 110 years, Mound City Bank has been locally owned and proud to serve our communities. While other banks change ownership, our commitment to you stays the same. We're not changing, we're growing with you. With convenient locations in Platteville, Belmont, Cuba City, Mineral Point, and Mount Horeb, Mound City Bank is proud to be part of your community. Call us today at 888-622-6069 and discover why we're proud to be here for you. Member FDIC.
Dairies of all sizes can benefit from the labor reduction, consistency, and constant monitoring available with the GIA Automation Solutions at Fuller's Milker Center. Your dairy is unique and deserves automation solutions that fit your herd and management style. Whether you're looking to automate the entire milking process, your pre- or post-milking routine, or your calf feeding system, GIA has the customizable automation solution for you. Contact Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your GIA dealer in Lancaster and Richland Center to learn more about automating your dairy.
In Game 4.
Back on the McNett Electric halftime report on X1071, 27-20. Lancaster leading Fennimore at the half. The second half coming up in just a few minutes. Looking ahead on our Queen Bee Radio Sports schedule on Thursday. Swall girls basketball, Darlington at Cuba City. That'll be on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And the Fennimore Golden Eagles taking on Mineral Point in a rematch of a classic between those two earlier in the season. That'll be on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Raleigh Cheese pregame coverage set for 6:40. And then on Friday, a wrestling triangular as Cuba City, Benton Southwestern hosts Lancaster and Riverdale. That'll be at 5 o'clock on 97.7 Country WGLR. And in boys basketball Friday night, assuming that everything is played on Friday night, Cuba City at Iowa Grant. That'll be on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. You can always check out our full Queen Bee Radio Sports schedule at AM1590WPVL.com. Our game tonight brought to you by Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control salutes our local athletes. Gary's Pest Control with over 40 years of professional, friendly service. By People's State Bank. For personal, home, business, and ag loans, visit one of their area convenient locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC. Bessel Electric. Call Brad Adrian and Josh Busher at Bessel Electric, Lancaster, and Fennimore. Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montfort, and at sloans.com. Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best. See Rob Krantz and the crew for full-service repair on cars and light trucks, too. Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best in Fennimore. Carver's Hardwood Flooring. For hardwood flooring, stair installation, or refinishing needs, call Ryan Carver, the only National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, and finisher in the tri-state area. Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton. By TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Jury and the gang a call. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Second half now underway as Kylie Olmstead misses a shot, but Driscoll there for the putback. Actually, that's Lexi Olmstead. She's now got 10 points on the game, 29-20. Arrows in front of Fennimore. Lancaster cashing in on their first possession to begin the second half. Fennimore now with the ball working from left to right as I see it from the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. Brooklyn Ritchie finds Kate Kenny on the right side of the point. Kenny driving in the lane. Her shot's off target. Rebound collected by the Arrows. Addison Morgan brings it down the floor. Overhead pass to the top to Driscoll. Driscoll driving in. Back out to the high left to Krubel. Krubel gives out to Addison Morgan on the high right side. Just under a minute gone by in the second half. Lancaster leading by 9, 29-20. Addison Morgan looking to her left, gives out to the top to Kylie Olmstead. Kylie gives off to Lexi on the high right side. Dribbles into the paint. Tosses over to the left side. Now swung out to the top and now to the high right to Addison Morgan. Morgan feeds Krubel down low. Turn around shot. Try to get it past Kylie Cole. Shot's no good. Kate Kenny pulls down the rebound for Fennimore. Fennimore looking for their first points of the second half. Kate Kenny exchanges passes with Bradley Zink. Gets it right back. And now Kenny with it at the top of the arc. Swings it over to Brooklyn Ritchie. Now Zink with it. Catch and shoot three. Knocks it down from the right wing. Bradley Zink with her first points of the game. That's her 15th three-pointer of the season. 29-23. Lancaster leading Fennimore with over 60 minutes to go in the second half. Krubel with it in the right corner. Gives to Kylie Olmstead down low. Pull-up jumper, and that one rattles in. Kylie Olmstead now with 4 points for the Flying Arrows. 31-23. Arrows in front. Okay, Kenny's pass is deflected, but Bradley Zink able to get it right back. Gives back to Kenny, and now on the high left to Ritchie. Kenny between the rings finds Zink in the right corner. Zink driving in, runs into a double team, goes out to the top to Kenny. Kenny finds Kylie Cole in the left corner. Kylie Cole looking for someone to pass to, gives off to Ritchie on the high left. Ball down low to Zink. Zink trying to lay it in. Shot's no good. Rolled off the front of the rim, but free throws coming up for Bradley Zink. Zink averaging 10 points per game and 4.5 rebounds. Shooting 66% at the free throw line on the season. Just got her first three-pointer of the game to put Fennimore on the board. And Zink can't get the first free throw to go. Our audio stream tonight powered by Kunis Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Platteville. The Kunis Service Department cares for all makes and models and is open Monday through Saturday. Head to Kunis in Platteville. And Zink's free throw rattles out. No good. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Arrows. It'll stay with Fennimore. 31-23. Lancaster leading Fennimore with 15:22 to go in the second half. Now pass gets into Ritchie. Now to Kylie Cole in the corner. Ritchie gets it right back. Zink skips it over to Kenny. Now to the top to Zink again. Bradley Zink in the triple threat. Gives off to Kate Kenny. Now a catch and shoot three for Peyton Landowski. Off the front of the rim. No good. Loose ball. And it's going to stay with Fennimore as it went off the kneecap of Lexi Olmstead right in front of the Fennimore bench. Katie Murphy checking into the game. Kylie Olmstead will check out. Rural Mutual agents John Reagan and Deneen Dahl with Reagan Dahl Insurance Group, tackling all of your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them at their office in Lancaster. Under 15 minutes to play. 31-23. Lancaster in front. Fennimore in possession of the ball. Zink is off to the top to Kate Kenny. Kenny finds Ritchie at the free throw line, and Ritchie's pass is deflected, but Kylie Cole able to recover for the Golden Eagles. Ball given back and deflected again. Bradley Zink holding the basketball for Fennimore, skipping it over to Ritchie. Now Kenny, pull-up jumper at the left elbow. That one spit back out, and a whistle on the rebound. And they're going to say a foul on Lancaster, I believe. They're going to say a push on Maddie Driscoll. That'll be her second. 2 quick fouls in the second half for Maddie Driscoll. Fennimore inbounding baseline right side. Inbound pass gets in to Kylie Cole. Gives off to Brooklyn Ritchie. Now to Landowski in the left corner. Landowski with the right-handed dribble. Out to the top to Kenny. Fires a pass to the left corner to Ritchie. Now to Kylie Cole in the right corner. She's double teamed. Looking for someone to pass to. Ball's loose on the floor. And we have a hell ball called. And the alternate possession pointing to Fennimore. 14:15 to play in the second half. 31-23. Lancaster in front. Fennimore holding on to the basketball on this possession for quite a bit of time, looking to cash in. Zink with a fake, now driving in. Puts up a floater, ball's deflected. Landowski with the rebound. Putback's no good. Another offensive rebound for Fennimore. Bradley Zink able to come away with it, and a timeout taken by Coach Ben Wood of Fennimore. It's a full stop. We'll take 1-2 with 13:56 left in the second half. 31-23. Lancaster leads Fennimore. We're back after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 5.
If you're single, a young couple just starting out, or an empty nester, regular-sized loaves of bread just may be too much of a good thing. Now, thanks to Village Hearth Half Loaves, you can have just the right amount of fresh, delicious bread for toast and your favorite sandwiches. Village Hearth Half Loaves come in 5 flavorful varieties, including Dakota-style 12-grain, honey wheat, and premium white. You're sure to find the one that's just right. Village Hearth Half Loaves, the perfect size for 1 or 2.
Hi, this is Doug Dolter with Dubuque Mattress. Mattresses are not something that you should have to unbox and set up yourself. Frankly, they're cumbersome. That's why at Dubuque Mattress, we deliver, set up, and get rid of the old mattress for you. And it's not just for people in Dubuque. We deliver just about anywhere. Chicago, Des Moines, Minneapolis, Kansas City, or anywhere in between. So, when it's time for you to get a new mattress, let Dubuque Mattress take care of all of it for you. Dubuque Mattress, for the rest of your life.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
In Game 5.
Coming out of the Fennimore timeout, Lancaster leading 31-23. Arrows looking to get points on this possession. They've held on to the ball for almost 2 minutes. And a foul against Lancaster. Foul goes against Katie Murphy. That's her 3rd of the game. And on this trip down the floor, that is the 3rd foul called against the Arrows. Inbound pass gets into Kylie Cole, and her shot is deflected. They're going to say it's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Lancaster, so Fennimore still in possession of the basketball with 13:46 left in the second half. 31-23, Lancaster in front. Kate Kenny looking for someone to pass to, finds Bradley Zink on the right wing. Zink dribbles to the free throw line, gives out to Brooklyn Ritchie. Her pass is deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Arrows in front of the Fennimore bench. Golden Eagles will keep possession. Game tonight brought to you by Community First Bank. For you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com. Member FDIC. Kenny with it on the right corner. Gives off to Bradley Zink on the right wing. Back to Kenny in the corner. Kenny trying to fire down low. Finds Brooklyn Ritchie. Now out to the left elbow. Jumper off the back iron. No good. And Driscoll with the rebound for Lancaster. So after all that, Fennimore unable to cash in. Lancaster back with it the other way. Leading 31-23. Over 13 minutes to go in the second half. Brooklyn Krubel at the top. Her pass is deflected and intercepted by Kate Kenny. Kenny brings it into the front court. Dribbles inside the three-point arc. Now it's to the high left side. Cross-court pass to Brooklyn Ritchie, or Bradley Zink, beg your pardon. Gives to Kenny. Now to Lewandowski in the left corner. Finds Kylie Cole. Her shot's blocked by Maddie Driscoll. And the Arrows back down the floor. Catch and shoot 3 for Olmsted. Ricochets off the left side of the rim, goes out of bounds, and it will be Fennimore ball. That shot put up by Kylie Olmsted, the elder Olmsted. Peyton Lewandowski checking out of the game. Campbell Fitzgerald back in for the Golden Eagles. Now Vanessa Ime will check in for number 10, Brooklyn Krubel. McNutt Electric and Belmont can assist with all of your electrical needs, whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential. Chip and his crew at McNutt Electric are on call and ready to help you. McNutt Electric in Belmont. And by Claire Bank with their 8 convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin. 12:26 to play in the second half. A foul called against Lancaster, as I believe this is against Lexi Olmsted. That'll be her first personal. Team foul number 4 of the half on the Arrows. Fennimore inbounding baseline right side. Kate Kenny gets it into Bradley Zink on the right wing. Zink gives off to Ritchie, now into the corner to Campbell Fitzgerald. Back to Ritchie on the right wing. Ritchie skips it over to Fitzgerald in the corner, trying to give it right back to Ritchie, but the ball is stolen away by Addison Morgan. Morgan back down the floor. Pull-up jumper right in front of the free throw line. It's spit back out. No good, but a held ball on the rebound. Ball stays with Lancaster with 12:05 to play in the second half. 31-23. Lancaster leading Fennimore non-conference girls basketball on X1071 of the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Inbound pass is lobbed into Driscoll just off the right side of the paint. Now Vanessa I'm cutting towards the basket. Her shot's deflected by Kylie Cole, and the ball's taken away by Riley Zink. Okay, Kenny taking her time, walking it across center court, gives to Zink on the high right side. Zink gives to Cole in the corner. Ball skip right back to Zink. Now to Kenny, down low to Richie. Richie double teamed under the basket. Shot's good, and the foul. Brooklyn Richie through the contact, gets the shot to go down. And Richie back at the free throw line. Richie is 2 of 4 at the line so far tonight. And he gets this free throw to go down. Brooklyn Richie able to convert the three-point play. She's got 9 points on the game. 31-26, Lancaster in front. Addison Morgan, catch and shoot three, straight ahead, knocks it down. Addison Morgan answers right back with a three-pointer of her own, 34-26. Arrows in front, 11:18 to go. Riley Zink with it on the high right side, gives it to Campbell Fitzgerald in the corner. Now swung over to the high left to Kate Kenny. Zink gets it right back. Now to Fitzgerald. To the free throw line, now left corner to Kylie Cole. Ball fed down low to Brooklyn Richie, tried to fire an awkward shot. Shot was off target. Maddie Driscoll with the rebound for Lancaster. Addison Morgan pulling up for three in transition. Off the back iron, no. Driscoll with the offensive rebound. Trying to fight her way towards the basket, and a foul on the floor. Or they're going to say it's in the act of shooting, and Driscoll's at the free throw line. Maddie Driscoll converted a three-point play on her last free throw attempt. She's got 5 points in total. And the free throw swished on this trip to give her 6. Foul went against Campbell Fitzgerald. That's her third. Team foul number 1 of the half on the Golden Eagles. And the second free throw is knocked down by Maddie Driscoll. 10-point lead for the Arrows, 36-26, 10:40 to go. Riley Zink on the high right side, holding the basketball, gets to Kate Kenny, now to Campbell Fitzgerald in the left corner. Fitzgerald back out to the top to Kenny, now to Zink. Zink pulling up for three. Side iron, no. Driscoll boxing out for the rebound, but they're going to say a push on Kylie Cole. That'll be personal foul number 1, team foul number 2 of the half. Brooklyn Krubel checking in for the Arrows. Mandy Driscoll checks out. Woodlaw Office serving you in Fennimore and Basketball for all your legal matters. Woodlaw Office in Fennimore and Basketball. 10:20 to go. 36-26, Lancaster in front, and a shot was blocked. Fennimore got the ball, but they're going to say the Arrows stepped out of bounds on the baseline, I think. It's Lancaster ball. They're inbounding baseline left side. Addison Morgan set to throw it in. Addison Morgan gets it into Vanessa I'm now to the top to Katie Murphy. Katie Murphy with an overhead pass to the high left of I'm. I'm looks inside to Olmstead, but gives back to Murphy instead. Murphy couldn't control the pass, but able to recover it and hand off to Addison Morgan. Morgan to Murphy on the right wing. Now back out to the top to Morgan. As I'm being covered by Kylie Cole. Works its way over to the high right side to Brooklyn Krubel. Now Vanessa I'm pulling up a jumper at the right elbow. Misses the rim. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Fennimore ball with 9:41 to go in the second half. Lancaster leading 36-26. Southwest Health, over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. And by Laley Center Monroe, call your local dairy automation specialist Jordan Wilson at Laley Center Monroe. Brooklyn Richie, right side of the paint, gives out to Kate Kenny. Kenny with a floater, and that one spins in for 2. Four points for Kate Kenny. 36-28. Lancaster in front. Just over 9:10 to go in the second half. Katie Murphy's pass is deflected by Kenny and then stolen away by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald gets to Kenny to bring it across the timeline. Kenny over to the left corner. Now down low to Richie. Out to the free throw line. Kenny looking for some room. Left-handed shot off the side of the rim, no good. Lancaster with the rebound. Kylie Olmstead brings it into the front court. Pull-up jumper at the left elbow, no good. Shot missed by Krubel. Bradley Zink chases down the rebound for Fennimore. 8:35 to play in the second half. 36-28, Lancaster leading, and Brooklyn Ritchie gets tripped before she could pass the ball. I believe this will be a foul on Kylie Olmstead. That'd be her third. Team foul number 6 on the Arrows. And one more foul will put Fennimore at the free throw line, which in the first half they were 2 of 5. And 1 of 3 in the second half. And a three-pointer made by Briley Zink, her second three-pointer of the second half. And then all of a sudden, it's a 5-point lead for the Arrows, 36-31 with 8:15 to go. Katie Murphy between the rings, holding onto the basketball over her head. Skips it over to the high left to Maddie Driscoll. Driscoll looking inside to Kylie Olmstead. Now swung over to the high right to Brooklyn Krubel. Krubel gives back to Kylie Olmstead. Now to Driscoll off the right side of the point to Murphy. Now back to Krubel. Swings over to Addison Morgan. Arrows taking their time, just working the ball around the arc. Ball skipped over to the high right. Kylie Olmstead in the paint. Now back out to Katie Murphy. Murphy to the baseline. Now out to Olmstead. Olmstead puts up a shot. Shot's good, and the foul. Kylie Olmstead now with 6 points on the game. Gets the hoop and the harm. And an opportunity to convert a three-point play. Kylie Olmstead 50% at the free throw line on the season. Lexi Olmstead checks back into the game for the Arrows. Brooklyn Krubel checks out. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. Olmstead can't get the free throw to go down, and the ball's collected by Fennimore. 7:20 to play, 38-31. Lancaster leading Fennimore. Non-conference girls basketball on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channels. Bradley Zink can't get the three-pointer from the right corner to drop. Lancaster quickly back down the floor the other way. Olmstead looking for someone to pass to, and the ball is stolen away by Fennimore. Kylie Cole brings it into the front court, trying to get to Kenny. It's deflected, but Fitzgerald recovers on the high right side. Now left corner to Kylie Cole. And a blocking foul called against Lancaster as Zink was trying to drive towards the basket. That's team foul number 7, so a 1-and-1 coming up for Briley Zink. Zink 0 for 2 at the free throw line so far tonight. Brooklyn Krubel back into the game for Lancaster. Kylie Olmstead checking out. As Kylie Olmstead guilty of her 4th personal foul. And Zink gets the lucky bounce to earn herself another free throw. Bradley Zink now with 7 points on the game. Makes it 38-32 with 6:50 to play. And the second free throw is swished. Bradley Zink, all of her points coming in the second half. She's got 8. 38-33, Lancaster in front, and the pass is deflected but recovered by Driscoll in the left corner. Driving baseline, her shot overshoots the rim, and Kate Kenny pulls down the rebound for Fennimore. Lancaster's led by 10, and a travel called against Brooklyn Ritchie. Stops the clock with 6:29 to play. Lancaster's biggest lead was 10. Fennimore is able to cut it down to 5 in a 30-second timeout taken by Lancaster. So we'll keep it here. Again, 38-33, Lancaster in front. Our game tonight brought to you by Edward Jones Health Management in Platteville. Arter Brothers Creamery in Boscobel. Century 21 affiliated in Boscobel. See Bobby Joe, Hans, Allison, or Richard for all your real estate needs. Century 21 in Boscobel. Anytime Roofing, visit AnytimeRoofingWI.com to see how Anytime Roofing can help you with your next roofing or siding project. The Melby Funeral Home and Crematory in Platteville offers a history of caring and understands that each family is unique and will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt and Laura Melby at the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory of Platteville and by West End Salvage of Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Krantz and the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction and demolition waste too. West End Salvage of Lancaster. And a pass from Katie Murphy. I believe that was intended for Brooklyn Krubel, but Krubel zigged when she should have zagged. Ball goes out of bounds. Lancaster turns it over. Fennimore with the ball, trailing 38-33 with 6:15 to go. Ritchie finds Kylie Cole in the left corner. Kylie Cole going baseline. And her shot spins off the front of the rim, no good. And Driscoll with the rebound for Lancaster. Driscoll sprinting down the floor. Addison Morgan catch and shoot three in the corner. Off the side of the rim, no good. Scramble for the rebound. It's collected by Krubel. Scoop layup, no good, but they're going to say a foul on Ritchie. Team foul number 4 on Fennimore, and it's the third on Brooklyn Ritchie. And the first free throw swish for Krubel. Krubel knocks down her first free throw of the game. And the second free throw also good. Coming into tonight's game, she was about 33% from the free throw line. It's her first 2 to go here. Lancaster stretches the lead to 3 possessions. 40-33 is another layup made by Fennimore. And that's Briley Zink. Briley Zink now with 10 points, all of them in the second half. 40-35 with 5:35 to go. Ball at the top of the arc to Maddie Driscoll. Driscoll finds Addison Morgan on the right wing. Morgan driving towards the basket. Loses the ball, but I believe another foul against Fennimore. Ball goes against Campbell Fitzgerald. That's her 4th personal. And they say it's in the act of shooting at Addison Morgan, where their first free throw is no good. Addison Morgan averaging 68% from the line coming into tonight. Basketball tonight brought to you by Herms's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Herms's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Herms's for the perfect paint for your next project. Herms's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Addison Morgan goes 1 for 2 on that trip to the free throw line. Makes it 41-35. Lancaster in front with 5:15 to go. Riley Zink on the high right side gives off to the top to Kate Kenny. Kenny's pass is deflected and stolen away by Lexi Olmstead. Olmstead pushing ahead to Morgan. And Morgan's shot is good. Count the bucket and the foul. Addison Morgan able to knock it down through the contact on the fast break. Kate Kenny whistled up for her second personal. And Morgan back at the line. And knocks down this free throw. (44-35). Lancaster leading with 5 minutes to go. And a shot made by Kylie Cole. Able to bank it in off the left side of the paint. 44-37 with 4:45 to go. Lexi Olmstead's pass is deflected and stolen away by Briley Zink, and Zink's layup is good. Count that bucket and the foul. Briley Zink now with 12 points. Maddie Driscoll whistled up for her third. And a bonus free throw coming up for Zink. Zink can't get the free throw to go. Driscoll boxes out for the rebound. Score stays 44-39, under 4.5 minutes to go. Addison Morgan on the high right side. Ball over her head. Gives to Katie Murphy. Murphy thinks about shooting a three, but gives out to Krubel on the high right side. Now back out to the top to Driscoll. Driscoll being guarded by Zink. Dribbles to the right elbow, and Brooklyn Ritchie trying to reach in and poke the ball away, but they're going to say it's a reach-in foul. And that's the 4th on Brooklyn Ritchie. 17th foul on the Golden Eagles in this second half, so a 1-on-1 coming up for Maddie Driscoll. 3 for 3 at the free throw line so far tonight. She's got 7 points in total. And this free throw swish, she earns another. Basketball tonight brought to you by Russell Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. And by Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist, the pros at Brian's gets the job done right. For unexpected dings and major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint. In Lancaster, Driscoll hits the second free throw to make it 46-39. 7-point lead for the Arrows with just over 4 minutes to go. Bradley Zink dribbles inside the paint. Now it's Kylie Cole. Her shot's no good, but Cole will go to the line for free throws. As both teams are in the bonus, it's the 9th team foul of the half on Lancaster. And the first on Brooklyn Krubel. And Kylie Cole can't get the first free throw to go. Kylie Cole on the season averaging 59% at the free throw line. She's got 9 points on the game over her average of 6.7 per contest. And the second free throw is swished. 46-40, Lancaster leading Fennimore, under 4 minutes to go. Lexi Olmstead cutting towards the basket. Her layup rolls off the side of the rim. Driscoll with the putback, but a foul from behind by Kate Kenny. I believe that's her third. And Driscoll will shoot 2 more free throws. Maddie Driscoll 5 for 5 at the line. Can't get the first free throw on this trip to drop. Breckler Insurance Group, for all your insurance needs. See Stephen Ledesky at Breckler Insurance in Fennimore. Breckler Insurance, serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. Driscoll gets the second free throw to go. 47-40. Lancaster leading Fennimore. Lexi Olmstead trailing Kate Kenny and able to deflect the ball and steal it away. Back down the floor. Olmstead pulls up for a shot and gets it to drop. Kylie Olmstead able to get the shot off in front of Bradley Zink. 9-point lead for the Arrows. Zink looking to Kylie Cole. Left corner three coming up. Knocks it down. Second three-pointer of the game for Kylie Cole. 13 points in total for the Golden Eagles. 6-point lead for Lancaster with 3:10 to go. Kylie Olmstead on the high right side. Gives off to Krubel just off the left side of the point. Now to Lexi Olmstead on the high right. Addison Morgan holding the ball on the high right side over her head. Passes to the left corner to Lexi Olmstead. Olmstead driving in on Zink. Puts up a floater in the paint. Knocks it down. Lexi Olmstead now with 12 points. 51-43. Lancaster leading Fennimore with 2:40 to go. Peyton Landowski loading up for three. Her shot's off target. Kylie Cole with the putback count. That bucket and the foul. Bunch of and ones in this second half. Kylie Cole back at the line. 1 of 2 at the free throw line, and it's the 4th foul on Maddie Driscoll. And the free throw is no good for Cole, and they're going to say it's Lancaster ball. Coach Ben Wood and the Fennimore fans not thrilled about that call at all. 51-45, and a big-time collision between Kylie Olmstead and Bradley Zink. And I believe it's team foul number 9. It's the 3rd personal on Bradley Zink. And the first free throw is knocked in by Lexi Olmstead. Makes it 52-45 with 2:23 to play. WCC Brands Custom Apparel at Kieler and at WCC-brands.com. Second free throw made by Olmstead. 53-45 the new score with 2:20 to go. Cole Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City at coleacresgolfandgrill.com and Applied Micro, your computer and networking specialist in Platteville, Dodgeville, and appliedmicro.biz. And a timeout taken by Fennimore. It's a full timeout. We'll take one too with 2:13 to play. Lancaster 53, Fennimore 45. Back after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 6, contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Watch live and archived H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Laley Center Monroe high school sports video coverage all season on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Get the latest schedule at AM1590WPBL.com.
In Game 6.
High school girls basketball on X1071 brought to you by Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team. Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health starts here. Peyton Landowski looking for someone to pass to. She's quadruple teamed, and Lancaster comes away with the steal, leading 53-45 with 2 minutes to go. Would imagine the Arrows are going to be content working the ball around the court, bleed as much of this clock as they can, and force Lancaster to foul, or force Fennimore to foul, I should say. Now driving towards the basket, Kylie Olmstead, her shot toilet bowls in for 2. Kylie Olmstead with 8 points for Lancaster, and another steal as Lexi Olmstead back the other way. She'll lay it in to make it 57-45 with 90 seconds to go. A steal and score for Lexi Olmstead and another collision at center court. Addison Morgan comes away with the theft for Lancaster with 1:20 to go. Lancaster looking to hold this score and go to 15-1 on the season, the number 9th ranked team in the state, according to the Bound Wisconsin Zaleski Sports Media Poll. And a foul, I believe, called against Zink. Trying to go for the steal. Looks like she had all ball from this vantage point. I think Coach Ben Wood agrees. It's the 4th personal on Bradley Zink. Both teams in the double bonus. The first free throw knocked in by Lexi Olmstead. Game also brought to you by Laley Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist Jordan Wilson at Laley Center Monroe. And Southwest Health with over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. Lexi Olmstead gets both free throws to go down. 59-45. Lancaster leading Fennimore under a minute to play. As a three-pointer for Campbell Fitzgerald off the left side of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Brooklyn Krubel. Lancaster's next game is coming up Thursday. They will host Richland Center for an SWC matchup. And Fennimore will take on Mineral Point on Thursday at home. We'll have that game on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel on Thursday night. Again, assuming everything gets played with the anticipated cold and winter weather that we're expecting in the latter part of the week. 19 seconds remaining, 59-45. Lancaster just dribbling the ball out, trying to play keep away from the Golden Eagles. Kylie Olmstead holding onto the ball, and she will dribble it out. Your final score from Lancaster High School. The Flying Arrows defeat Fennimore 59-45. Lancaster improves to 15-1 on the season. Again, they take on Richland Center on Thursday. Then on Monday, they will host East Dubuque as part of a girls-boys doubleheader, which we'll have, I believe, on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And then Lancaster goes to Prairie du Chien on January 30th. Fennimore goes to 11-5. And again, take on Mineral Point Thursday, which we'll have on 97.7 Country WGLR, the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Head to Darlington on January 27th, and then host Southwestern on January 30th. Coming up next, our Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show. I'll recap the scoring and Check in on the Shoebox scoreboard as well. Our postgame show coming up next on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 7.
Like any business, success in dairying is often determined by who you know rather than what you know. That's why it's good to know the pros at Fuller's, your Gia dealer. Fuller's is your source for milking and cooling brand products and a full portfolio of high-tech dairy and cooling equipment. Make your operation more efficient and profitable and get the most out of your dairy herd by partnering with the experts at Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your local Gia dealer in Lancaster, Richland Center, and FullersMilkerCenter.com.
Streaming on this Queen Bee radio station is powered by Cunis, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Platteville. The Cunis Service Department cares for all makes and models. Open Monday through Saturday with shuttles and loaner vehicles available too. Head to Cunis in Platteville.
In Game 7.
59-45, Lancaster defeats Fennimore in non-conference girls basketball on X1071 of the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Our game tonight sponsored by Wood Law Office, serving you in Fennimore and Boscobel for all your legal matters. Call Wood Law Office in Fennimore and Boscobel. By McNett Electric in Belmont, they can assist with all of your electrical needs, whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call, ready to help you. McNett Electric in Belmont. And by Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. And my rural mutual agents, John Ragetz and Deneen Dahl with Ragetz & Dahl Insurance Group, tackling all of your farm, personal, business, and life insurance needs. Call them at their office in Lancaster. Our Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show coming up on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 8.
This is Mike Phillips, president of Mound City Bank. For over 110 years, Mound City Bank has been locally owned and proud to serve our communities. While other banks change ownership, our commitment to you stays the same. We're not changing, we're growing with you. With convenient locations in Platteville, Belmont, Cuba City, Mineral Point, and Mount Horeb, Mound City Bank is proud to be part of your community. Call us today at 888-622-6069 and discover why we're proud to be here for you. Member FDIC.
Having a doctor or primary care provider is essential for your overall health and wellness, and getting the care you need should be simple. Don't have a primary care provider? Easy. With convenient hours and clinic locations in Lancaster, Cassville, Potosi, and Fennimore, Grant Regional Community Clinic makes it easy to get primary care close to home. We have a dedicated team who are ready to care for you, and best of all, we create long-term relationships to keep you and your family in the best possible health. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
In Game 8. In Game 9.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
Hello, Mitch here from Kieler Family Dental. There's never been a better time to explore what's possible for you and your family at our 3 state-of-the-art facilities. From routine dental care to same-day crowns to clear aligners, veneers, and implants, we cover a wide spectrum of dental services. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
In Game 9.
Lancaster defeats Fennimore non-conference girls basketball tonight, 59-45. Our game tonight brought to you by Claire Bank with the very convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin. We'll take another timeout and see if we can catch up with Coach Courtney Feller of Lancaster, maybe a player or two, as our Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show will continue after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 10. Contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Watch live and archived H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Lady Cinnamon Row high school sports video coverage all season on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Get the latest schedule at AM1590WPBL.com.
In game 10. Post game 3 minutes.
The Gifted Hands Thrift Store in Galena offers low-cost clothing and household goods to the public. Shop local and support individuals with disabilities served by the Galena Workshop. The thrift store provides paying jobs to many individuals and is a stepping stone for some to get a job in the community. Donated items are accepted at the workshop on Southwest Street in Galena, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m., except holidays. Gifted Hands Thrift Store at the Galena Workshop is open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays 9 till 1.
Diane from Michigan, a disabled senior citizen trying to get by. Henry from Florida, a veteran fighting to make ends meet. Elena from Arizona, a mother struggling to feed her daughter. Hi, I'm Connie Britton, and I support Feeding America because they help provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year, like Diane, Henry, and Elena. Learn more at feedingamerica.org. Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
RPG came through the belly of the aircraft. We don't talk about the female combat wounded. These are our daughters and our sisters and our mothers. Wounded Warrior Project came into my life and taught me how to stand back up and get back in the fight. The truth is, I think we all have this strength inside of us, but until you're tested, you just don't know it's there.
See how Wounded Warrior Project empowers women veterans like Beth by visiting woundedwarriorproject.org/empowerwomenvets.
I think it's just vapor. Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes.
My kid
knows it's dangerous. 5.4 million American kids vape, and most think it's harmless. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. That's talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
I left the military with a traumatic brain injury. I came home to fight depression, anxiety, and alcohol.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I'm Adam Greathouse, Army veteran.
DAV helps veterans get the benefits they've earned.
With DAV's help, I've built a new life for myself.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small.
My victory is just experiencing life.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. He sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself.
For many military veteran caregivers, their caregiving journey starts earlier in life and lasts longer. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
It's time for the Tri-State Roofing postgame show. This is Ben Baker, owner of Tri-State Roofing, LLC. Did you know we can take care of your roofing projects during the winter months? Tri-State Roofing uses reliable, long-lasting products that can be effectively applied in harsh winter temperatures. See our team for ice dam removal, gutter cleaning, and heat tape installation. Tri-State Roofing is fully insured, and we offer free estimates. Call Tri-State Roofing to fix your winter roofing issues.
Time now for the Tri-State Roofing LLC post-game show on X1071 on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. 59-45, Lancaster defeats Fennimore in non-conference girls basketball tonight. And we're joined by some of victorious Lancaster Flying Arrows tonight. Joined by Lexi Olmstead, who led the team in scoring tonight with 18 points. First off, congratulations, Lexi, on the win tonight and another victory notched under this Flying Arrows team's belt. 15-1 now on the season with a matchup with Richland Center coming up on Thursday night. Talk about this win tonight. Probably a little bit more of a physical game than we were probably expecting. We were just joking before we came on the air about how all the players might have to take ice baths because not just with 3 games this week, but the physicality with this game here tonight. Talk about the win tonight for your Flying Arrows.
Yeah, we knew it was a tough game coming in, but we just had to stay composed and work together to come out with the win.
Yep, and what were the things that you were hoping to accomplish tonight? It looked like the 1-3-1 kind of put Fennimore, on their heels a little bit, trying to pass the basketball, led to some easy scores your way, especially in that first half to kind of stretch the lead. What were you able to accomplish the things that Coach wanted you guys to do tonight?
Yeah, I think we did, but sometimes I feel like we just didn't play how we knew how to play. But then once we got into the flow, we played really well in the 1-3-1.
Yep, and what does Fennimore remind you of another team that you've faced or another conference opponent that can kind of help you prepare for other teams down the line?
I think they're close to Dodgeville because they play very physical defense and they really are just very physical.
All right, awesome. And then again, you got Richland Center coming up on Thursday night. What are you hoping to accomplish in that matchup and take away from this matchup?
I hope that we just can score better and get to the basket better. And I think we just need to focus on shooting out on the perimeter more.
All right, awesome. Well, congrats on the win. Go enjoy this one, and good luck on Thursday against Richland Center.
Thank you.
All right, that's Lexi Olmstead of the Lancaster Flying Arrows, and we're also joined by the junior Addison Morgan. Morgan had 9 points on the game tonight for the Flying Arrows, and same thing for you, Addison. Very physical basketball game here tonight. What stood out to you the most in your win over the Golden Eagles this evening?
We're a young and fast team, and we really try to push and stuff, but tonight we just came out a little bit slower than what we're used to, and I think it just takes a little bit to get back into rhythm. But once we did that close to the end, then I think that's just how we play best.
Yeah, but I think down the stretch, there were a couple of key possessions where you were able to get some steal and scores, and you had some key free throws down the home stretch as well. How key was that in being able to pull away and be able to hit those free throws down the home stretch?
Free throws are just really important. They're a really important part of our game, especially when they're closer, like this one was for a little bit. But then if we just focus on that, because we practice them a lot, then that really just helps us out as a team. And once we make a lot of them, then there's a win.
All right, before I talk with Coach Feller, I'll ask you, what do you think she's going to say about the win tonight and what she's going to be emphasizing with the team coming up for the matchup on Thursday?
Well, we'll have slower games like this, and then on Thursday we just need to get back into the shift into how we usually play, which is quick. So.
All right, excellent. Well, go enjoy this win. Congrats, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, that was junior Addison Morgan joining us on our post-game show, and Coach Feller now joining us. And Coach, how well did they ace as far as the things that they took away from this game and the things that they have to look forward to coming up?
Yeah, they did a nice job. They're good listeners.
Yep. What stood out to you the most about this win against Fennimore?
I think I was most pleased with the last couple minutes. We talked about closing out basketball games. I mean, they were within 5 with just a couple minutes left. And we kind of told the girls, we'll spread it out, but we still want to look to attack. And we kind of put the 1-3-1 back on. And then I think finally got into the groove defensively again. And some steals led to some transition points again, which were key.
Yeah, that was definitely what I was going to lead into for the next question. The Tricor Turning Point brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. Felt like they were within striking distance. It was a 5-point ball game before that one timeout. I believe it was about 3 or 2.5 minutes to go. And then you get some key buckets. I believe there was an and one, thrown in there as well. So talk about the things that did go right. You mentioned the 1-3-1, how big that was, especially in the latter part of the first half, that led to some easy transition buckets, and definitely a factor that helped close things out tonight.
Yeah, and teams look to adjust to the 1-3-1, right? So we kind of switch things up a little bit defensively, but just know that the girls are really good at what we do, which is the 1-3-1. So once we put it back on, Lexi's long at the top, gets her hands on some balls there, and then they just play really unselfishly. So we just know that if we're running in transition, it's probably going to end up in a bucket just because they're willing to pass the ball off the floor.
Yep, and again, you got 3 games this week,
Yeah.
and of course, as we were saying, probably a little bit more physical than you probably wanted or anticipated heading into this matchup with Fennimore. But what do you take away from this win tonight, and what things are you going to be emphasizing with your team down the home stretch?
Yeah, I mean, we just try to use every game as like a learning opportunity, a chance to get better. Like you said, tonight was a physical game, so just continuing to just kind of match that physicality in practice with some rebounding drills, boxing out, and just being strong with the basketball.
All right, well, looking forward to seeing what things have in store for the Lancaster Flying Arrows girls basketball team. Looking forward to seeing the game against East Dubuque coming up on Monday. Good luck against Richland Center on Thursday, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, thanks so much.
All right, that's Courtney Feller, head coach of the Lancaster Flying Arrows, kind enough to join us on our Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show. Lancaster, your winner over Fennimore, non-conference girls basketball tonight, 59-45. We were also joined by the Herms's Ace Hardware MVP of the game, which was the freshman Lexi Olmstead with 18 points tonight. Herms's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington will be the MVP for your next project. Go to Herms's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. And Addison Morgan was our West End Salvage scrapper of the game. It's the player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out trying to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage of Lancaster, as Addison Morgan had 9 points on the game, but 7 of those points coming in the second half, and hit some key free throws that helped stretch the Lancaster lead to double digits in the latter part of the game. And of course, Coach mentioned our Tricor Turning Point, brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. Individual scoring, as we said, Lexi Olmstead, the team high 18 points. And then 10 points apiece for Maddie Driscoll and Kylie Olmstead. Addison Morgan just missing double figures with 9 points. So very balanced attack by Lancaster here tonight offensively. 6 points for Katie Murphy off the bench. 2 points for Vanessa Eim and 4 points for Brooklyn Krubel. Nora Nemitz saw action late in the first half but did not score for Lancaster tonight. And if my stats are correct, Lancaster was 16 of 21 at the free throw line tonight and had 3 3-pointers on the game. And on the Fennimore side, they were led tonight by Kylie Cole with 15 points. Briley Zink had 12 points for the Golden Eagles, all 12 coming in the second half. 9 points for Brooklyn Ritchie. 3 for Peyton Landowski and 2 for Campbell Fitzgerald. Catherine Nelson saw some time but did not score for the Golden Eagles tonight. As a team, Fennimore was 6 of 13 at the free throw line. And they had 5 3-pointers on the game. Lancaster improves to 15-1 on the season. Lancaster will take on Richland Center on Thursday, as we said, and then they host East Dubuque in an interstate matchup as part of a girls-boys doubleheader that we'll have on WGLR Monday night. The boys will lead it off as the Flying Arrows will take on the Southwestern Wildcats in a fun non-conference matchup. Then followed up by the girls' game against East Dubuque. Fennimore falls to 11-6. I said they were 11-5 earlier, but it's actually 11-6. And Fennimore will host Mineral Point on Thursday night. We will have that game over on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. We'll take another timeout and do a quick check on the Shoebox scoreboard and tell you what we have coming up on our Queen Bee Radio Sports schedule for the remainder of the week as our Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show wraps up after this on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Postgame, 2 minutes.
When times get dark, we can't see the help that's all around us. Maybe you're not sure how you'll make rent, or you lost your job. When you don't know where to turn, let 211 be your guiding light. Our guides are ready to connect you with the help you need.
211, how can I help you?
Call or visit 211.org. 211. Get connected. Get help. A message from United Way and the Ad Council.
My son Finn was born with congenital heart disease and spent the first 8 months of his life in the hospital. Starlight Children's Foundation has played an important role in our lives. For 5 weeks as a baby, Finn lived in a Starlight Hero wagon instead of having to sleep in a hospital bed. Starlight provides moments of joy for families like mine at a time where there's very little to be found. Learn more about how Starlight brightens the lives of sick kids by visiting starlight.org today.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
So, what's the asking price on these houses?
You'd probably be more comfortable living somewhere else.
How long is the lease?
Sure, you can afford to live here, but...
How about the schools?
We have twins.
This neighborhood probably wouldn't be right for your kids.
If a real estate or rental agent says anything like this, you are being discriminated against, and it is illegal. If you experience housing discrimination, go to HUD.gov/fair housing and report it. Fair housing. The law is on your side. A message from HUD in partnership with the National Fair Housing Alliance.
Post game, 2 minutes.
Wrapping up the Tri-State Roofing LLC post-game show on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Lancaster defeats Fennimore in non-conference girls basketball tonight, 59-45. Looking at the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store at the Midwest, earlier on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Lacrosse Aquinas beat Mineral Point 35-26 in high school wrestling, a battle of top-ranked teams in Division III, but Aquinas gets the win over Mineral Point 35-26. Over on Super Hits 106 and superhits106.com at the half, Darlington was leading Southwestern 38-16. John Satterley with the call of that, again on Super Hits 106 and superhits106.com. Other scores we can tell you about from around the area. Cuba City wins over Riverdale in boys basketball, 87-46. River Ridge beats Benton in boys hoops, 60-55. And Belmont gets the win over Potosi Cassville in boys basketball, 51-38. Also, Schulzberg a winner over Albany, 65-50. And those are all the final scores that we have for you at the moment. Steve Prestegard will have the full sports report tomorrow morning right here on X1071 and also your other favorite Queen Bee Radio family of station during news and sports. And looks like that's a wrap for us from Lancaster High School tonight. Thank you to both head coaches, Courtney Feller and Ben Wood, for the pregame interviews tonight, as well as Coach Feller joining us in our postgame show. Also, thanks to Addison Morgan and Kylie Olmstead for joining me for some postgame thoughts as well. A huge thank you to Brett Rollins and the entire staff here at Lancaster High School. Brett Rollins able to help me with the ad reads and logs tonight as my printer at work wasn't working. So he was able to help me out and make sure that I had what I needed to bring the broadcast tonight. So thank you to Brett and the entire staff at Lancaster High School once again. Thanks to all of our sponsors who help us bring high school sports to you, and thank you for listening and watching along. This has been Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school girls basketball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on X1071, WPVL FM Platteville, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel powered by Laley Center Monroe and H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical. Once again, your final score, Lancaster defeats Fennimore non-conference girls basketball 59-45. Lancaster improves to 15-1. They take on Richland Center on Thursday night. Fennimore falls to 11-6. They will take on Mineral Point at home on Thursday night. We'll have that game over on 97.7 Country WGLR, as well as on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. From the best seat in the house in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth, I'm Tyler Dictanis. Thank you so much for joining us. Good night from Lancaster, and we'll see you for more basketball on Thursday night.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
X1071 is
WPVL FM, Platteville, Galena, and Dubuque's source for extreme hit music.
online at x1071.com.
Playing the hits.